Heart-wrenching violence erupts at innocent celebrations, claiming lives and leaving communities in shock. Could this be a wake-up call for safer gatherings? Imagine the excitement of a small-town high school football game, where families, alumni, and students come together for homecoming, a cherished tradition that brings joy, nostalgia, and a sense of community. But in Mississippi, this weekend's festivities turned tragically deadly, with shootings at two separate events resulting in 6 fatalities and numerous injuries. It's a stark reminder of how quickly peace can shatter. And it begs the question, how can we protect these vital moments of connection? But here's where it gets controversial. As details remain scarce, some might argue that insufficient gun control laws in rural areas like these exacerbate the risks at public events, while others point to personal responsibility or mental health crises. Stick around to unpack what we know and what it might mean for communities nationwide. In the western part of the state, a horrifying incident unfolded in Leland, a quaint city situated in Washington County with around 3,800 residents, according to 2023 data from Data USA. Mayor John Lee shared with The Guardian in a Saturday morning phone call that the violence erupted shortly after midnight on Friday, targeting a bustling main street filled with revelers celebrating the local high school football homecoming game against Charleston High School. Lee described it as an attack that struck during a post-game gathering, leaving 4 individuals dead and at least 16 others wounded. Among the injured, 12 were receiving care at nearby medical facilities, with 4 in such critical condition that they were flown via air ambulance to the University of Mississippi Medical Center. And this is the part most people miss, the unsettling lack of clarity on the perpetrators. No suspects have been identified publicly, and authorities haven't disclosed whether any are deceased, alive, or at large. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is spearheading the probe, as reported by local outlets. A Leland Police Department spokesperson, who wished to remain anonymous, confirmed to The Guardian that the case is still under active investigation and no further details could be shared at this time. Victim names remain undisclosed, reflecting the sensitivity of ongoing inquiries. Mayor Lee expressed deep sympathy, stating, "I just want to send our condolences to the families of the deceased and to all those who are being treated. We need to be in prayer for our city." For newcomers to these stories, homecoming isn't just a game. It's a cultural staple in American high schools, often involving parades, dances, and alumni reunions that foster lifelong bonds, making the disruption of such events all the more devastating. Compounding the tragedy, roughly 200 miles southeast in Heidelberg, another small Mississippi town, authorities are probing a separate shooting tied to the local school's homecoming weekend. Chief of Police Cornell White, who oversees the Jasper County area, reported on Saturday that 2 people lost their lives at the event. He refrained from confirming if the deceased were students or providing additional specifics, noting, "Right now we've still got a subject at large, but I can't give specifics." The Jasper County Sheriff's Office indicated that an 18-year-old man is wanted for questioning in connection to the incident. Here's a controversial angle that sparks debate. In tight-knit communities like Heidelberg, where trust runs deep, how does the presence of an at-large suspect heighten fears and divide opinions on whether stricter background checks for event attendees could prevent such horrors? Adding to the distressing reports, unverified accounts suggest a 3rd shooting occurred at Rolling Fork High School, merely 40 miles south of Leland in the Mississippi Delta. WLBT News covered that the Sharkey County Sheriff's Department responded to gunfire at a football game on Friday night, though no additional information has surfaced yet. This cluster of incidents raises eyebrows. Could it signal a pattern of unrest in rural areas, or is it merely a coincidence amplified by national news cycles? For beginners, the Mississippi Delta is a vast, historically agricultural region known for its blues music heritage and economic challenges, which might influence community dynamics and calls for better safety measures at public gatherings. As investigations continue, the Associated Press contributed to this reporting. What are your thoughts on balancing tradition with security at events like homecomings? Do you believe more gun regulations would help? Or should the focus be on mental health support and community vigilance? Share your perspectives below. Let's keep the conversation going and learn from each other.